Baruch here with genConnect, and we're joined today by General Stanley McChrystal. General McChrystal, you've been a real example of how one can serve their country. I know you've spoken about how the younger generation should really make public service a part of their experience post-college. What's the really realistic way to make that a part of our reality?
I think what has to happen is we, the nation, other citizens, have got to give young people an opportunity to serve. It's easier said than done. And so what we are trying to do through the Franklin Project at the Aspen Institute is to create a service year. So every young person would have an opportunity to do a year, conservation, healthcare, education, and a range of things of paid national service, so they wouldn't have to have personal resources to be able to do that, with the hope that not only would they contribute to the nation and their other citizens, but also they would come out with an increased concept of what citizenship is and what it feels like to invest in something as important as our nation.
You mentioned that it's paid, but of course so many college graduates are offered jobs on Wall Street where they're paid six figures. How would you answer people coming out of college who say, you know what, I can't afford to do public service right now?
Well, this would be a range of ages between 18 and 28, so it could be before college, it could be during college, or it could be after college. And there are a number of options. First, if you're before college, obviously you don't have those costs, and this is paid, so it carries it. If you are coming out after college, I think you'll be a better employee if you take a year to do this. Many people take a gap year to do whatever they want to do, and this would be an opportunity to grow, and you'd have that opportunity while you're being paid to do a job. I think it's a long investment life, not just a rush to a job, and people can go on to do whatever they want to do, but I think it's very realistic to take a point and serve.
And couldn't you also argue that the lessons that young people would learn in public service would actually be applicable to their lives in the private sector as well?
I think for anyone, whether, as I went up to West Point and talked to the superintendent there, had I spent a year doing something different before I went to the military academy, I'd have been a better cadet and a better Army officer. I think that's true in any walk of life. If college is not something that a young person's thinking about, instead they're going to do a year and then they're going to go off to a job in some other field, they're still going to be more mature, they're going to be more worldly, they're going to have a different set of insights, they're going to be extraordinarily valuable.
Veterans Affairs, of course, have been in the spotlight in the United States. Many people are concerned about that area. Who would be the right leader to lead in that area?
Well, it's interesting we mentioned Veterans Affairs because it circles right back to national service. We are very committed in this nation to taking care of veterans. Why? Because they served. And so if we think about that and we say, what's more sacred than serving? Giving a young person the chance to do a year of national service gives them the opportunity to be the people for whom the other citizens of our nation feel like they owe a debt.
And when we're thinking about really implementing the programs that you're encouraging, how important are public-private partnerships going to be to make this a reality?
Well, I think they're important on several levels. One, just financially, you're going to need to bring the resources of every part of the nation. There's going to have to be public funding and private funding, business funding, philanthropic funding. That's going to matter. But also, you want this to be not something that's done by one part of America, not a big government program or just a business program or just a philanthropic. You want all Americans to feel invested in a nonpartisan effort to make better citizens for the future.
General McChrystal, thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
And for more with General McChrystal, be sure to check out genConnect.